What's up, everybody? It is Amrinder Singh. Today, we're going to talk about Punjabi language future. It's going to be a thriving future or it's going to be a dying language in the future. All right. So, we're going to talk about a couple of things, especially why it could be a dying language in Pakistan, but still it can be so popular beyond the Pakistan. Punjab in India side or globally in Canada, Australia, stuff like that. We will discuss these kind of topics, all right? These kind of matters. Why it is so hard to grow in Pakistan, all right? And we will try to learn some vocabulary through that if it comes into my mind, because sometimes when I'm trying to tell you a story and I forgot to tell you some vocabulary. So so the title in Punjabi, we can say, future ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦਾ ਪੱਧਰ ਉੱਚਾ ਜਾਊ ਜਾਂ ਹੇਠਾਂ ਡਿੱਗੂ. So ਉੱਚਾ ਜਾਊ means in future the status of Punjabi language is going up or down. So in this situation, ਉੱਚਾ ਜਾਊ will it go up? ਹੇਠਾਂ ਡਿੱਗੂ means will it go down? All right, that's how we talk. ਉੱਚਾ ਜਾਊ go up, ਥੱਲੇ ਆਊ go down, or thalle diggu. Diggana means fall, all right? So anyway, okay. So I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube, and there were people in Pakistan, they were discussing, a lot of people in Pakistan, especially the city people, they don't like to speak Punjabi. And I'm going to also put one of those videos in the description. If you want to watch it, you can watch. And that's so weird because they want to talk in Urdu with their kids at home. They don't want to talk in Punjabi, but they can speak Punjabi. And this is the weird thing. And they say, when the interviewer was asking them, when they speak Punjabi, they say, Jadon sanu gussa aunda, all right? Or Jadon assi koi chutkala dasana hunda. So it means Jadon sanu gussa aunda means so we speak Punjabi when we got angry, all right? So it means when they have to basically when they have to express themselves or explain their expressions, so then they have to speak Punjabi, all right? Because it looks fake for them to probably to explain their expressions in Urdu, but their real expression they basically express in Punjabi, or it could be when you're getting angry. It means chotkla means a joke. So when they want to tell a joke, so mostly that's the time when they talk about in Punjabi. So other time they say they prefer to speak Urdu. All right. Anyway, so in this video they were talking about the Punjabi is a dying language. All right, but it's a dying language in Pakistan probably, but not in other areas. So Punjabi is like a thriving. If you see the music, stuff like that, or even the Punjab in India side is going great. It's doing really, really good. All right. Anyway, so okay, let's discuss first. Why the Pakistan, why Punjabi is going down in Pakistan, or maybe if it's not going down, why it's not growing, right? There's a couple of reasons I think, because when India got divided, right, and I don't know why, even you see the Punjabi language in India is not the majority language, it's a minority. I think maybe 2% people speaks in Punjabi in India side, but it grew really well in India. Even in India, there's also some issues about Punjabi language with the government, whatever. Or people think the Punjabi should be uh, like a Punjabi should be more situation, or you can say it should be also in courts, because in India, I think maybe in every I don't know, I think in Punjab, so in court when you have to do something in a court, it's English. That's kind of weird because a lot of people doesn't know English, right? If you have to go to the court, so the documents are in English and you can't read basically. You have to basically hire somebody to read your documents. But anyway, so yeah, it's still issues in Punjab and India side, but it's not in like Pakistan. All right. So in Pakistan, Pakistan is a majority state. They say 35 to like a 40% people in Pakistan, the Punjabis. But the weird thing is they say, um, but there's no Punjabi school in Pakistan. All right. That's so weird because in Pakistan, there's also another state or area, the Sindhi. They have like a multiple schools who teach Sindhi, but they're not teaching Punjabi in Pakistan, Punjab. Why this is weird? Even it's a majority state of Punjabi people. The weird thing is, I think the hierarchy of the Pakistan people who were Punjabi, I don't know, in their head, they thought like it's Sikh people's language, so we are Muslims, whatever. They start preferring to the Urdu, all right? Mostly their literature or maybe their like study is in Urdu, right? So they're learning in Urdu, and even the new generation, mostly when you see somebody's educated person, they're educated in Urdu, not in Punjabi. So that's why they start thinking the Punjabi language is for like uneducated people, all right? Because most of the people who speak Punjabi, they live in the villages, and even the people who are in the villages who got some kind of education, maybe they start speaking Urdu to show their like education to the other people. I think this is, I don't know, like this is the scenario got built in Pakistan, because on the interview, I'm gonna put in the link so you can watch this video. A lot of people were talking like that, like they don't want to speak Punjabi because when you speak Punjabi, it seems like you are uneducated people, all right? So that's so weird and the funny, all right? Uh, but on the other hand, in Pakistan, there are a lot of people who speaks Punjabi, all right? I think in Pakistan, there is more than 80 million people, or maybe close to 100 million people who speaks Punjabi. Yeah, they have different accents. There are many, many people who speaks Punjabi in Pakistan. Compared to in India, I think it's only 30 million or something. So, but most of the people who speak Punjabi in Pakistan, they live in the villages, and even not all, we can't like put all people in one box. There will definitely some people who likes to speak Punjabi, but the majority of think, because it's automatically, the scenario is going to build automatically, because when somebody's got educated, they got in Urdu, all the official things maybe in the schools wants you to speak Urdu, and so the people mostly who speaks Punjabi in the villages, and yeah, so you feel like if you speak Punjabi, then you are an educated person, all right? And yeah, there are a couple things, because the identity maker, the Urdu make the identity as like a you're Muslim, whatever. There are a lot of people are, even there's some people in Pakistan, they mad at this because they thought like we were Punjabi, but we were guided wrong. There are a couple of, I think, activists. The guy name is the Nasser Tillo. Probably you heard his social media, Instagram. He's pretty popular. Now they were basically doing some seminars in Pakistan to promote Punjabi. So they're doing really good. There's another guy, JB Hajra, I think something like that. They're doing really good things to like promote Punjabi and Punjabi culture, and they're aware people that Punjabi is their language and not the Urdu. All right. So we should speak Punjabi. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. They are doing. So I think the lack of government support for Punjabi education, that's why it's dying language, we can say, in Pakistan. Because the government didn't do nothing to opening Punjabi schools. I heard even Punjabi is not like not only about the Punjabi school, but I think it's not even like a one mandatory subject like in India side Punjab. So even if you choose to study in English, and you have still have to like study Punjabi as a specific language um subject, all right? But most of people, I think, in Punjab, when they study, they do in Punjabi, all right? But in Pakistan, it is not the case. So this is the why people, I think the people in Pakistan, they're thinking in the box, because if you see on the global level, Punjabi is way more popular compared to the Urdu, all right? And some people are recognized that that's why they're feeling bad because they were taught Urdu, like Urdu is their language, but when they see in the global level, Urdu is nowhere near to the Punjabi, all right? If you see the Punjabi music, all right, in Canada, they are making on the charts, all right, on the global chart, on the Billboard, not the Urdu songs, all right? In India, the Punjabi songs on the top of the list in India, right? India is not Punjabi language country. It has multiple languages, right? But still, Punjabi language, Punjabi music is on top in India, is top in Canada. So a lot of people, even in Pakistan, if you see Spotify chart, mostly songs on the popular list, it is Punjabi songs. So, so I think a lot of people speak Punjabi in Pakistan, but it's when it comes to the education or officials, it's dying there. But some people recognize this thing in Pakistan and they feel like they are guided bad or wrong way because now they see the Punjabi is thriving in the world, but when they think because they were taught the Punjabi is a language of uneducated people, but it's going opposite. It's doing like a opposite on the world level. So they can't see Urdu there, but the Punjabi is going like a wild. Now they want to speak Punjabi. There are a couple of people who are telling people we need to speak Punjabi. This is our mother tongue, all right? So in Punjabi, mother tongue means like a mamboli. You can say mamboli, all right? Or it's our native language, all right? So the Urdu is kind of official language created, all right? Urdu is not your mother tongue. I don't think it's a mother tongue of anybody. I'm not criticizing Urdu, right? It become mother tongue of a lot of people now. Like when you're growing up, your family starts speaking Urdu instead of like a Punjabi. So if you grow up speaking Urdu, then it's your mother tongue. But what I'm trying to say is, if you go in the history, when the civilization was growing, all right, not you don't need to go thousands years ago. If you go like 100 years ago, whatever, all right. So there were some particular area. You see, okay, the Punjabi grow from this area, Hindi grow from this area, Marathi grow from this area, Gujarati grow from this area, right? Like a Marathi grows from Maharashtra state in India, Gujarati grow from Gujarat, all right? So Hindi grow from couple of states like Haryana or like UP. They have different accent or they call different dialect like a Haryanvi, but they have local people who basically lived there for hundreds of years ago and they were speaking. And same in Punjabi, the Punjabi people living hundreds of years ago and speaking Punjabi, but there is no such thing. The Urdu people, you see, okay, this is the area in Pakistan. Okay, this is the area. So there are people who speaks like Urdu. They are living or they're speaking this language for hundreds of years. No, this is not like that. You would see the people Sindhi who speaks their language Sindhi for hundreds of years ago, right? The the Urdu language is just made official language, or we can say to for like a official or talk to and for melodies or for documents, whatever, right? So it's not mother tongue, all right? Even though now it could be mother tongue of a lot of people because that's what they taught. So the Punjabi language is the oldest, one of the oldest, not the oldest, I mean one of the oldest languages, all right? So yeah, so I think people should be proud to speak any language from their ancestors. It doesn't matter. It's not like only about the Punjabi, whatever the language uh you grow up. If you grow up speaking Hindi, or if you grow up, or maybe not you growing up, if your ancestor's language, like maybe it's a Gujarati or Marathi, I think you should speak that language. All right. So another thing I also noticed the Punjabi language who got the popularity in the Western world. Mostly it got through the Punjabi people from the India side because they were so proud to speak Punjabi. So the Punjabi diaspora played huge role to make Punjabi language famous. And I also heard from a lot of people when they think about the Punjabi people, the Punjabi language, they think, oh, Punjab is in India. There's very few people who know the Punjabi people also lives in Pakistan. Even some people knew, and they thought the majority of Punjabi people or lives in India side, but it's not the truth. It's in the Pakistan side. Why? Because it's very few people you would see from the Pakistan side who promote the Punjabi language on the world level. All the work did, I think maybe we can say 100%, maybe 90% or 95%, uh, the Punjabi language who got the popularity on the world level in the Western countries is through Punjabi people from India side. This is the reality. So if you see the music, most of the artists who are getting popular on the world level, like Sidhu Moosewala, Shob, A.P. Dhillon, Daljit, many more, most of the people from India side. All right. Yeah, it makes sense because when you're being taught to learn about Urdu, stuff like that, you can't create the talent in Punjabi. All right. It's not like the in Pakistani people or the Pakistani Punjabi people don't have a talent. They have a lot of talent. They have really good singers back in the day, like a Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. But uh, I think they are just a lack of uh, what we can say is like a lack of support from their parents, from their uh, governments. So that's why they're falling behind. I think they should basically ride this journey to this language when it's getting popular or growing or thriving in the world. You should be proud to call Punjabi. If you don't, it's basically you're gonna be left behind. If you stick with other language, you say, "Oh, I wanna be Urdu speaker." Yeah, you can stay with Urdu speaker, but the Punjabi language is getting popular, like it's going wild, it's thriving. You're gonna miss that journey because it's hard for you to call yourself Punjabi if you like to speak Urdu. All right, probably you have a hard time to speak Punjabi because you learn Urdu, but this is the right time for you to start Punjabi. All right, I think the future of the Punjabi language is gonna be so bright compared to the Urdu. So if you compare both Punjab, Pakistan side Punjab, and India side Punjab, so in India side Punjab, Punjabi grow a lot more compared to Pakistan. Yeah, there are a lot of people in Pakistan who speaks Punjabi, but officially, all right. So Punjabi being taught in schools in India side Punjab, mostly people like to speak Punjabi. They create the songs in Punjabi, all right. It's not like in Pakistan, they're not doing it. In Pakistan, there are also a lot of singers or dramas they're being created. But mostly you see in Pakistan in Punjabi, so the drama is mostly comedy, the comedy dramas. But if you see the film industry or the music industry, right, who's growing faster or on the top level, it is in India side, all right, Punjab. So if you see the Punjabi film industry, where is it in India side, Punjab, all right, it's hard to find any movie, I think, who is really popular from Pakistan, Punjab. So that's why, because when you basically proud to speak your language, that's the time your language grow, your community grow. Otherwise, you're gonna be falling behind. So I think in Pakistan they have a lot of challenges. The biggest challenge is not because the thing is in India, if I compare India in Punjab in India, the people have also issue, right? So there are a lot of things when you see uh, about Punjabi language not getting the recognition, right? As it should be. So yeah, people basically got together and to protest. Maybe they also write letter to the government. We want this, whatever, right? Yeah, this is a minor issue. It happens in every country. So basically, people don't want demand to basically to improve, or we can say to grow Punjabi more. And even there's some schools we heard sometimes in India side Punjab, um, especially the English school, they put some kind of like a fine if you speak Punjabi. And when people know it, people basically protest against these schools. So basically, people in Punjab side in India, they know like if something is happening bad to Punjabi, they like stand against it. But in Pakistan, people doesn't know because they are the majority of the people in the government. They are the own people basically who disown their language. So that's the problem, right? Uh, because you are the people who are disowning like your own language. So who is the person who is gonna come there to save your language when you just denied yourself, right? So first you need to stand up for yourself. Then other people can come to help you, right? So in Punjabi phrase you can say ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੂਗਾ. So it means like if you can't help yourself, nobody is gonna come to you help to you. All right, I think I said it wrong. Nobody's gonna come to help you if you can't help yourself. All right. So this is the big issue with the Pakistani people. I think if they understand it, because nowadays I think we have a hope because there are a couple of language activists. Um, they're starting doing the seminar. I think it happens maybe few months ago, maybe 2 months ago. They were doing like a Punjabi seminars. Even the people from the Indian side visited there. They're awareing people. I think this is a good. I think this is a good start. I think if they can aware people to speak their mother tongue, it's gonna help a lot, right? So I think we have a hope in Pakistan because they also notice the people who mm, like a see or maybe get the knowledge or have some kind of information about the world. They know the Punjabi language is going like a oh, it's thriving in the world. So that's why they wanna speak it. But there's some people who just live in the box, who just everything they see on the internet about the Pakistan, probably they think the Punjabi is a dying language, right? But situation is totally opposite. Punjabi is thriving in the world. So anyway, at the end, I just want to say, I think you should learn the language from your ancestor. Or it's pretty sad to see when you're living basically in that area where this language grow up and you don't want to speak it. That's so weird, honestly. It's a different thing. Maybe somebody just like let's say growing up in the Western culture, Western countries, and maybe there's some people they say no, I don't want to learn this language because whatever everybody speaks English. I don't need to learn this, right? It still makes sense because they're living in the English speaking country, right? The language did not grow up there. Maybe their mindset is different. But if you grow up in that area, that land where it's being spoken and you don't want to speak it, that's so weird. Um, but on the other hand, the people who live in Western countries and they want to speak it, they want to learn it. I met a couple of people personally, and I also see a lot of people who wants to speak Punjabi, even they're born in English speaking country. There are a lot of videos about that. So yeah, this is really good. I'm just proud of those people. So I think the Punjabi music played a big role to make Punjabi language popular on the global level. And also the Punjabi people, the Western Punjabi people, they also played a big role, especially we can call the Punjabi diaspora. They have big role also. And yeah, even the people who live in like Punjab in India side, they have also big role to um, grow this language. Now I think it's time to grow the language in Pakistan. Now I think it's time for the Pakistani people, Pakistani Punjabi people. If you like your language, your mother tongue, I think you need to speak and you should demand from your government to opening more Punjabi schools or new Punjabi schools so you can teach your kids. If you don't want to teach your kids, I think you would be, or maybe your kids will regret that, because after 50 years, the Punjabi language status is gonna be way more higher. All right. So even if you see now, like there are a lot of Punjabi, more than 100 million Punjabi people, all right, lives and they speak Punjabi. Um, but it never get that kind of recognition like we see in a French, or maybe let's say German. All right, there's, I think, few German people compared to the Punjabi people. All right, when they launch a app, new app, so they pick basically the first couple of like eight or seven languages, right? So definitely English is gonna be main, then probably Chinese, Spanish, German, Korean, and Japanese. So these languages they launch first. The Punjabi get behind. Even when it comes to the speaker, the Punjabi speakers are more than these languages, right? Why? Because the Punjabi people are not united. All right. Uh, they don't demand these kind of things. All right. So on the official level, so especially in the Pakistan, I think you need to reconsider your idea which language you should speak, Urdu or Punjabi, which is your real language. All right. Anyway, and I hope you enjoy this podcast. And yeah, another thing, just let me know. Would you like to talk about these kind of topics related to Punjabi culture, um, Punjabi language? Maybe we can learn some vocabulary through that. And yeah, just let me know if you like this podcast. I'm gonna also put the poll, and make sure you reply there if you're listening it on Spotify. If you're listening on other platform, that's okay. But yeah, just you can comment if you're listening it on YouTube. Just let me know if you like to listen these kind of more podcasts. Then I can make more podcasts. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this podcast and learn something from this. Maybe get some kind of new information. And yeah, so I'll be back another day with another lesson or another podcast.